So, Om Agyanti Mirandasi Gyananjana Shlakya Chakshurmitavana Tasmai Shri Gurave. So, it's very nice to know that your regular efforts in bringing all devotees together and chanting in association of devotees with this Zoom Japa is very inspiring, and I really get a lot of inspiration that even though you are sitting at the distance places, but you make a point that you come together and chant together and have an association together. Because without the association of devotees, chanting actually fades away. So association of devotees is there. It's like, it keeps us back on the track. It keeps us, we may get, what I say, we may get diverted by on the path, seeing the so much glamour and grandeur around us. But to keep us back on a track is the association of devotees, which keeps us back on the path and reminds us of our destination. So I really thanks every of you keeping such a wonderful efforts and inspiring each other, continuing with such a wonderful enthusiasm, especially Kushal Bihari Prabhu, Mathuramohan Prabhu, and all of you actually, Devendra Vagh Prabhu, Damodar Nimai Prabhu, Madhulila Prabhu, Yogesh Prabhu, Samir Prabhu, and Robin Prabhu. Yeah, very wonderful efforts. So, I was saying is, sometimes, so one question was asked by one of our congregation member to Rukmani Mataji, and he was saying, the question was, how do over a period of chanting we may lose that enthusiasm, or our mind may take us away, and we still continue in that way and we don't put any efforts. So what should we do? Over a period this may happen. So what should we do? And this looks very much true, because over a period the same struggle we may not able to do, and we kind of let it go. We kind of do it very mechanically. So then Rukmini Mataji, she replied, she said, okay, if you are cooking in the kitchen, like a mother is cooking in the kitchen, what does she do? She's cooking and she has to put like all her energy into cooking, in the sense, what is the, how much is the flame, when to stir, simultaneously some other things, she's making the roti also, simultaneously she's looking at the cooker, and all other things are going around in the kitchen. And she has to manage all the things. At the same times, when she see her small kid who has just learned the crawling and is crawling all over the place. It's like going out of the kitchen and going into some other area, and the window is open or the gallery is open, he may go in that area, or the door is open, he may open the door and go out. So she always has to keep the child into her vision. As soon as he goes out of the vision, she leaves everything aside, brings back the child and keep it back close to her, under her vision, under her monitor, right? Again, but the child is like, it's his nature. It crawls around, it again moves in some other different direction, but then you again go back. However, the important cooking you are doing, you again go back and bring that child again. So, Rukmini Mataji was like, kind of the way she was making this question. When you are so much doing your own daily activities of cooking or something, will you let your child go off and go on the stairs, the veranda, or go to the balcony or the open windows, and he may fall there? Will you let it go? Surely you will not. Surely you will like to care for your child, that it should not just go all around the place, or it should not get injured So you will always like to keep under your vision. The thought will also not cross in your mind that let it go. He moves around the place, let him go. Let him do whatever he likes to do. Hmm? The same is with our chanting. When we are trying to struggle and focus upon chanting, the mind may take us into different directions. When we are trying to struggle into our devotional service, the mind is, hovering around the place and going crawling around all the places. But again, we have to bring it back. It may go again and again, but we cannot just let the mind go off from our side. Hmm? We cannot just say, okay, is anyway going to go. So what's the point in again and again doing it? So that's not the point actually. We have to again and again bring that mind again. So one of the offense to the holy name is inattentive chanting. Now, what is the inattentive chanting? Is not that yes, the offense happens when our mind goes away. Yes, but we don't keep any efforts to bring it back. We let it go, and that's where the offense happens. So, mind will be inattentive. Agreed. Yes, but the offense happens majorly when we are doing nothing about it. Hmm? When we let it go. So uh, that is actually the offense. So if we have to be saved from this offense, then we should always think that how can how can I work upon my mind to bring it back? If it means to clean up my thought process, if it means to when you are I have this many times experiences that whenever I eat something, like let's say I had a lunch and a dinner, and immediately I have to give the class, you know. So while giving the class, it's like a belching, you know. So that comes often. So what it means is, if I have to speak for a long, then I need to prepare myself. So if I have to chant, then I have to prepare my cleansing process. Cleansing process is what the inputs I'm giving to my mind. Last night, what the inputs I'm giving to the mind. So if the somebody is giving inputs to in the last night, they are going to the all around the place of the what is happening, the whole world around, and movies and these things and that things, right? And then in the next day in the morning japa, what will happen? All these things will come into its place. And then surely your mind will take off from here to there and here and there. It will just go around the places everywhere. So I need to prepare ourselves. We need to prepare ourselves that that cleansing process starts from the previous night. I have to monitor. Like before you go to sleep, you have to kind of slow down, and then you get a proper sleep. Same way, I know tomorrow morning I have to chant. So let me cleanse off. Let me not uh, put so much of garbage into my mind, hmm, and give him a more scope to go around and crawl around so many different places. So that is a preparation I have to do for chanting, and it starts from one night before actually. So yes, inattentive chanting, we all are struggling with it, but we keep our struggle at place. We keep try and bring back the mind. It's very easier, is one of my observation is, and many devotees they have revealed. It is very easier when you keep a Hare Krishna Mahamantras, some poster in front of you, and when the mind goes again and again here there, you bring it back to that Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and you make a point that you look at it and you recite Hare Krishna mantra, every syllables of it. Hmm. So we try and focus upon that, and we try and give good inputs to our mind so that uh, it keeps a focus properly, and we will be able to chant in a proper and a better way. Yeah. So